Boom! Game week 4, Wrexham get the first W of the season in the EFL Championship with a massive 3 points away at Millwall. And I tell you now, people, that is not an easy place to go. The Den is a hard, ferocious, impactful environment, and Wrexham certainly found that today. But they had the quality, they had the strength, they had the determination to get over the line and get the first 3 points of the board this season. I hope you're as happy as I am. Big up to each and every one of you. Make sure you do smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and get in the comment section on your thoughts, feelings on today's game. Yep, a different backdrop. As I've posted on my community post, I'm currently away on vacation, on holiday in Egypt, and we managed to find time to get the game in, watch the game, and then drop our reaction here. So appreciate all of you. As always, the content hasn't been as flowing because we're away, but I'm here enjoying my time and enjoying the fact that Wrexham have got their first 3 points on the board. I'm not going to keep saying that, but it is all about Magic Moore again. This guy, Kiefer Moore, is proving to be such a shrewd, important signing for Wrexham. The amount of goals he's already stepped up with, of course, in the Cup against Preston North End, and now today away at Millwall, that first key goal has been everything that Wrexham need. That talisman, that goal scorer, replacing the boots of Paul Mullen, who's been that man for so many years. Well, it looks like Kiefer Moore is going to be that cult hero. Now, for me, this game, obviously, of course, had a little bit of a weird ending to it as well. A game where Danny Ward stretched it off the pitch, suspected whether a collarbone, an arm, potentially ribs, but done himself some serious damage. And then for that to break out, Wrexham to go and score a goal straight after that, and then Arthur to come on as a sub-goalkeeper and make a massive save as well to keep that clean sheet is everything that is so good and positive about Wrexham. Now, you could argue, and some people could say this, that Parky's tactics have been questioned the last few weeks in the league, especially in the way that Wrexham has sat very defensively, sat very much inviting pressure on and not done the job today. But I tell you what, those tactics worked so well today. How good is Callum Doyle as well? The new addition coming in alongside Connor Cody. And already there was a sense that that back three looked more solid with Doyle, Cody and Cleworth. I thought Max then stepped his game up as well today, got the assist for the Kiefer Moore goal. And Danny Ward again, though didn't have too much shots on his goal today, did what he had to do. Much more solid base. And I always say this with Wrexham, if they can keep the ball out of the net and have that solid structure, I always back them to go and get 1 or 2 goals as well with the attack and the players that we have. So let's run this down today. Kiefer Moore's goal. He's had 2 goals very similar now, and rival fans and bitter fans will say it's a foul on the goalkeeper. Rival fans will say, oh, Wrexham protected by the referees, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, Cleworth picks the ball up on the right-hand side, puts a nice diagonal in. Kiefer Moore gets up, jumps early, goalkeeper tries to punch the ball. Kiefer Moore lands first contact before the keeper, and in doing so puts it in the back of the net, and keeper falls to the floor with a contact from Kiefer. Now, maybe in the Premier League, those are the type of goals that will get ruled out as well, because sometimes there's too much protection on goalkeepers. But what I like about this ref is today, he let the game flow. Some people would have called this a bad refereeing performance today because there was a lot of tackles that sort of went amiss, and the referee was very much looking to play advantage. But for me today, I felt it allowed the game to flow more. And that suited Wrexham, in my opinion, and definitely suited the goal. Kiefer Moore wanted it more, bullet header into the back of the net, and that was massive in that second half. Again, when you look at the first half, it was a very non-competitive game in the sense that both teams were very much cancelling each other out, scrapping, hustling, making it difficult each other. You could say there was one chance, Matty James's ball to Kiefer Moore, that he could have done a little bit better with. But apart from that, neither goalkeeper was kept busy, and both teams would have walked off at half-time proud of what they had done. But it's that Wrexham quality now that is shining through. All these summer signings, the money that Ryan and Rob have invested into the club, are starting to show their fruition. The fact that Libby Kakiche started at left wing back today, I thought he did an immense job, and that again is a player that we should really be building and getting into that starting lineup a lot more. And maybe James McLean is going to have to be more of a backup role now in this squad. The fact as well, as I mentioned earlier, Doyle comes in, O'Brien who's been in there, and of course Broadhead has taken a knock, so there's no Broadhead in the lineup, so Hardy gets the nod alongside Moore. And I just thought it was a very solid Wrexham side today. But what I did find is, it was that determination. The way that Wrexham sat back today and defended, like we've seen the last couple of games, there was that belief today. There was that belief that no, we're not going to concede. No, this isn't going to be another West Brom or a Southampton throwaway type of game. This is going to be one we get over the line. And I'm going to tell you now, getting 3 points away at Millwall is not easy. Watch the league this season. Watch how many top teams will go to the Den and either pick up a loss or a point. Teams that are in that top half will find that. So do not take that away. But let's talk about Danny Ward. Danny Ward had to go through a very enduring, horrible injury. An injury that actually now is probably going to put him out for at least a couple of months. If it is what we think it is, a dislocated shoulder, that isn't going to be a quick recovery. And so it does give Arthur his chance to come back and reclaim his top spot. And that is something, again, when Danny Ward started today, fans were going, why no Arthur? Arthur's been brilliant in the Cups. He's looked really promising, looked really sharp. And now with Danny Ward's injury, it does give Arthur that starting chance. And this isn't something we should celebrate as Wrexham fans, because Danny Ward got his clean sheet today. He has, for me, had some really solid appearances. But it now forces Parky to use Arthur, who many Wrexham fans love. Many Wrexham fans know what he's capable of. And now it's his chance to shine. And let's talk about that second goal. Let's talk about the goal that was the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. James McLean plays a lovely ball over the top to O'Brien, who keeps his composure, and the chip finish over the goalkeeper is oozing with class. Oozing with class from O'Brien. We talk about what we need from this Wrexham team. We talk about quality when it matters. Kiefer Moore, O'Brien bring that to us. Of course, Josh Windass and Broadhead are out, who are going to add more quality as well in those areas. But there's something about Lewis O'Brien that I love. He technically looks brilliant. He's a robust and busy player. He looks like he could run and run for 90, 180, 270 minutes, however long. This boy looks like he's going to run. But I also think that every time he's on the pitch, even when he comes on as a sub in these cup games, he just lifts the level of quality. And that finish for me today was absolutely superb. Nothing but what Wrexham deserve. A 2-0 win away from home, a clean sheet, a battling performance. And again, the subs did well when they came on. You know, the likes of McLean and Brunt come on with 20 to go. The fact that Dan Scarr was even used to come on for Longman to show up that defence. Parky is showing his tactical awareness. Parky is doing his best to shore things up. And it's also got to be credit to Parky that he's got his playing style, which is soak it up on the counter, hit them where it is. That worked today. And just maybe, and we can keep fine-tuning this team, get the right players in the right positions, find the best 11, then this team is going to go on for a run. Getting that 3 points on the board now in game week 4 is massive. 4 points to Wrexham, 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses. 4 points. And if you look at the playoffs, that's the golden position. Wrexham are only 4 points off that. That's the sort of way you need to look at this championship. How far are Wrexham off the playoffs? How far off the relegation zone? Well, I'm looking ahead. 4 points off that playoff zone. People, I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. I'd love to know how you feel for the first 3 points on the game. Come on. Smash the like, subscribe, get in the comment section. I'm off for dinner in Egypt. I'm out of here. Ta-da.